Our next guests are using their gifts to point people to Jesus. These people are known for their passion for worship, their amazing live performances, and their heart to create space for God's presence to move. They've provided support for people such as Brandon Heath, Kim Walker-Smith, Ben Fuller, Cory Asbury, and many others. They've also collaborated on releases with artists like KJ52, Seven Time Down, and Anberlin. And today we are here with Presence Music. Thank you, Leah, so much for joining me.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Yeah, so a few weeks ago, around April Fool's, you guys did some coloring pages that were classic. And I was reading the comments and I thought it was hilarious because people actually wanted those copies. And It was just a joke, but people actually was like, yes, those are awesome. I want a copy. So
it was all Brandon. He's kind of the jokester of the group. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's cool. I mean, there could have been other ones you could have added, like Lot's wife turning into salt.
Yep.
Definitely. Maybe Judas, next year. Judas after he betrayed Jesus, what happens afterwards? That'd be a crazy coloring page. Well, let's get into our conversation. Tell us about Presence Music, your all's journey, and what got you into music.
Yeah, so we initially started off as like a worship group. And oh, sorry, I'm so sorry, my cat. Out of the way. Go on. Oh goodness. So we initially started off as a worship group, and that was probably like, I don't even know, 5 years ago maybe. But we like more seriously have gotten into like the Christian music industry just like the last year and a half. Um, so we've had a lot of change over and like people in our band and stuff, and I think now we're definitely kind of figuring out who Presence Music is and what we really want to do. So, yeah, we all everyone in the band right now, we've all got stories and a testimony to be shared, so we try our best to bring those to every show. And yeah, the mission is to bring Jesus to everybody that we can and share our stories to give hope to people.
I really enjoy your all's new single, Refining Me. Can you tell us about that song?
So Refining Me, I wrote actually a couple of years ago, and I think that was a song that somebody told me like it wasn't worship, so I never did anything with it. And now I'm like, I think it's pretty worshipful, to be honest, so we're gonna do it. And we recorded it, and we've gotten a lot of really good feedback from it. But yeah, it's basically just a song about like getting to a place where I now understand that the things that have gone, the trials that I've been through in life, like I don't have to understand the reason why it happened. I would drive myself crazy if I tried to do that. And basically just getting to a point where I can accept that I know God's got something. I know that He's always working, um, and that He's refining me in the process of life. And no matter what I go through, that He will ultimately be able to use it for good.
Yeah. Now, when you said something that stood out to me, you said someone told you that song is not really worship. Well, what is worship to you, Leah? Like, you could hear a song like a CCM song that is not labeled, I guess, as a worship song, but it's still praises to God. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so what is your definition? Not like in the music style, but what is your definition of worship?
I mean, for me, I think worship it's kind of like how I talk to God. It's like a conversation, and just like, I don't know, I kind of view it as like if I were journaling or something, like everything that I write in a song that's to God, or I think you can have worship songs that are about God as well, but yeah, I think it comes from a deeper place for me in my heart. And I know everybody has a different, I guess, definition of what worship is,
Sure.
especially in the church.
Right.
I've been there, but for me, that's what worship means.
Yeah. Well, this is a fan based podcast. And so we will have listeners and viewers all the time write us questions for their favorite artist. And we had a fan of your all's. Her name is Daisha from Arkansas. And she wants to know the story behind your song, Down in the River.
On the river. Okay. So, oh, I gotta remember back that far, even though it wasn't that far. I know we got connected with KJ52 through we did a song, our song New Soul with him, and he featured on it. And um like a year later he messaged us and he was like, "Hey, who's the girl in your band? I really like her voice." Or Brandon, but um and he was like, "Yeah, I kind of like want to do a collaboration song with you guys." And we just kind of had the idea of like doing a song that like remaking one, basically one like an older hymn or whatever. So for whatever reason we chose Down in the River, and um we just wanted it to be something that was really fun and poppy. And so yeah, I wrote it on my little piano in the living room one night and sent it over to KJ. And the cool story actually about this song is that shoot, why am I losing it right now? He lives in Florida, and he was like, it'd be so cool if we could do a music video for this song, but obviously, I mean, you guys live in Minnesota and I'm all the way in Florida. And literally, he messaged us that. I mean, we're actually gonna be in Florida next week. I don't know where you happen to live. And he sent us over. I don't remember what even the city it was, but I'm like, that's literally the city that we're vacationing
Oh,
in.
wow.
And it was like, whoa. So our Airbnb was literally 10 minutes from his house.
Well, cool.
And so we recorded that video. It was in one of his favorite places where he legitimately goes and prays to God. So that's why we chose that spot to do the video. And it was a really cool experience. That's his actual name in
Right.
case you didn't know, but he's a very sweet guy, very chill and laid back. So he was great to work with. And yeah, we had a really fun time with that.
Yeah, that is cool. I have noticed you guys have done a few projects with him. How did you guys originally connect with KJ?
I'm pretty sure Brandon just randomly shot him a message.
Okay.
Brandon is one of those people where he loves a good rap part in a song, and he's like, we should just message people and see if somebody would feature. And I mean, maybe a lot of like the younger generation nowadays wouldn't know who that is, but me and Brandon grew up with KJ52, and Brandon will always be one of those people that'll just shoot a shot, and he did, and it just worked, I guess.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
So when you guys write, it's different for everybody. A lot of people do voice memos, write things down, wake up in the middle of the night humming something. But when you guys go into writing, what's that process look like for you guys?
So I do pretty much all of the songs. Brandon will kind of do um the final edits at the very end kind of thing. But yeah, usually I get sudden inspiration. Like I'm not great at sitting down and being like, okay, I'm gonna write a song. Usually it's never like that for me. I just get random inspiration all the time and start just recording voice memos and then writing lyrics down and notes in my phone. And I think that like that really works for me because I've got kids, I've got a very busy life. Like I don't really have the option to just
Yeah,
sit down for 2 hours and write a song. So um yeah, it just kind of comes to me and I go with it throughout the day.
when the kids are watching Bluey and stuff, that's when you
Yep,
can write.
exactly. Yep. So
uh,
it's fun.
that's cool. Well, Leah, with first time guests, we, our viewers and listeners like this segment. We just call it favorite things. So I'm going to give you a word and you tell me your favorite thing in that category. Sound good?
All right, let's do it.
All right. First one. What is your favorite food?
See, I don't know. Some kind of chicken.
Kind of chicken.
Chicken, fruit.
That narrows
I
it
love
down.
fruit. I would say fruit, like strawberries or something. Yeah, I don't
Okay.
know.
What about favorite movie?
You know, as a mom, I don't even know the last time I legitimately watched a movie. I just watch like kids shows all the time.
Okay.
Mm. I like The Croods. That's a good kids movie. I'll call it a family movie. I'm not ashamed.
There you
I like
go.
The Croods.
All right. Well, this might be interesting to hear you answer. Favorite show?
Okay. Bluey is a good one.
Okay.
I do enjoy Bluey. I can relate with that one.
Do you have a favorite artist of all time? Musical artist?
Oof, that is a really tough one for me. Okay, I might slightly change the question if that's okay. Can we go with who was my favorite Christian artist like my whole childhood?
Yeah.
Okay, that was Chris Tomlin. Um, and an embarrassing, can I share something really
Yeah.
embarrassing?
Yeah.
Okay. My email I created back when I was a kid is Leah CTMTJD. And all of those random letters are the initials of every member in the band of Chris Tomlin.
Okay.
Yep. So I was kind of
Before you
obsessed
met
with him.
Brandon, did you have like a secret girl crush on him?
For no, in fact, I didn't even like Brandon when I first met him.
That's great. Hey,
And I think he knows it, so
we have a little segment coming up about the spouses, so you can just have fun with
perfect.
that one.
Yes.
Do you have a dream duet?
Sorry, you cut it a little bit. What was that?
A dream duet.
A dream duet. Mm, that's a hard one. I really like Kane. I don't know if we really do the same kind of music, but I like Kane.
Or Chris Tomlin?
Um, yeah, I feel like I'm brave enough that I would go ahead and share that story with him. I don't even care.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
I mean, your
maybe.
husband's good at DMing people. Just DM Chris Tomlin and
He
say, hey,
certainly
let's
is.
do a
Yep.
collab. Do you have a favorite ice cream flavor?
Chocolate. Pretty
Chocolate?
simple, but yeah,
Yeah.
chocolate.
What about a favorite podcast? Do you listen to any podcast?
I actually don't. I really don't. Brandon, maybe more so. But yeah, I don't even know if I've ever actually listened to one podcast. Yeah. No offense. I love what you're doing. But yeah,
Well, you passed the favorite things, so congratulations on that.
just barely, but thanks.
So now we are going to, since your husband's not here, this you have the advantage. But this is called husband and wife on the road things.
Okay.
Number one, who is the real boss in the band?
Mm, I feel like it's legitimately 50-50. I mean, Brandon is kind of the momager. That's kind of what we call him. He's like he's kind of the bossy one, to be honest.
Okay.
But like then again, the band kind of wouldn't be anything without me because I write the songs. So, but yeah, I guess when it comes to like the schedule and like the managing aspect of things, I'd have to say Brandon.
Okay. Is there a song one of you who like you love, but the other secretly can't stand the song?
Mm. Okay, I kind of would have to I don't hate it, but our song "Ode to Love," which is actually like a lot of people's favorite, I'm so sick of that song. Been playing it for years, and it's like the most generic song ever. So like I do not write songs like that anymore. So yeah, that one, and then I'd have to say Refining Me only because it is the only song our 8-month-old son will fall asleep to in the car. And it's like I had to have nights of just literally having that song on repeat, and it would show up in my dreams. And yeah, I can't handle it anymore.
So, like, I can only imagine. I'm sure they get tired of singing that after a while, even though it
Yeah,
probably gives them a nice paycheck.
I'm sure, but yeah, it gets a little repetitive. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel with Odola.
What is the most married couple thing that you guys have done in the middle of a tour?
I know a lot of people say sharing our water on stage. Like a lot of people will come up to us afterward and be like, "Are you guys married?" And like, if you're not, that's kind of weird that you're sharing water, but okay. So yeah, that's we should actually just start telling people we're not, and then we just share water because we're gross. But yeah.
If you wasn't making music together, what would your all's like hobby be together?
Oh
Pickleball,
gosh.
pottery, or maybe something you like to do now?
I don't even know if we would have a hobby. I don't even know who we are, to be honest. Outside of music and
Watching Bluey,
childcare. I don't know. I don't know what I like anymore, man.
Minnesota. I don't know. Is there much to do there?
Um, There's a lot to do in Duluth.
There
I
is the
mean,
mall,
I'd
right? The big
like
mall.
the what?
Is the big mall there? Mall of America?
In Minnesota, yeah. Yep, we're
Okay.
about 2 hours from Mall of America.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
I've never been there, but it looks big. So
It's very big, very big. Like you need
yeah.
a full, honestly, it could take like a full week to actually see
Oh, a whole
everything
week.
there.
Wow. I
Yeah,
thought you was gonna say
it's large.
day.
Oh no, no, that is not a, you can pick maybe one or two things to do, but it is so big. Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow. Well, what is next for you guys, and how can our viewers and listeners keep up with you?
Well, I would say right now we're just really working on writing music, getting stuff recorded. Um, I know it's in talks that we might be working on a project that is it's still Christian music. It's more of like um personal songs,
Hmm.
but with like the Christian undertones. So talking about maybe doing a project like that, um, that delves more into like who me and Brandon are and some of the like life things that we go through. Um, and I would say as far as keeping up with us, like our managers, just like totally revamped our website, so we got lots of good stuff on there. We're on all streaming platforms, and literally just within the last few days, um, I'm really working on taking over like all of our social media. That's like our reels, our posts, everything. So um, they can definitely start seeing a lot more social media stuff on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook and stuff. So um, yeah, hopefully I can keep consistent with that and get somewhere.
Yeah. What about Christmas music? You guys gonna do any of that?
Um, that's a great question. I mean, I know we'll do some Christmas concerts. We always do that, but um, yeah, our song "Who Knew?" That's our Christmas one from last year. I don't know. Maybe a new one will come to my mind and I'll have something to run with, but as of now, that would have to be up in the air. I'm not sure.
Or you can cover like "I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas" or something like that.
I'm down. I'm here for it. Yep. I'm all for doing weird stuff like that.
Yeah, there you go. Well, Leah, to wrap up, I'd like to see if you'd be willing to share something that God's been doing in your life recently that would help build our viewers and our listeners' faith.
Okay. Well, I would have to say, I think he's kind of helping me slow down in life and like, especially when it comes to my kids. I'm so busy and I'm just like in the midst of everything right now. And I think he's showing me how to be patient and enjoy every moment that I can, all the small things that seem to be a nuisance. Enjoy them because they truly are a gift from him. Yeah, I'd say that's kind of what he's been working on in my heart.
Sure. Well, Refining Me is your all's latest single.
Mhm.
Download it and stream it. Leah, thank you so much for chatting
Yeah,
with me.
absolutely.